White Rock 85 up at the cabin, and up here solo for a few days until Medical Man joins me, and we're going to do some bush hogging down at his new stand. But I'm up here a few days ahead of time to do a few chores that need to be done. And one thing, this baby in the background, not sure if you've noticed it in the past, no water. So we have a, whether you want to call it a privy, outhouse, shit house, this is what we use up here. And one thing that it's missing is that white pipe that's sitting next to it. Is a chimney or a vent to take some of those noxious gases out of the privy itself and vent it up. When Senior redid that outhouse, he didn't put the pipe on, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with that task while I'm up here. That's one of the first things we get started at. And hopefully we'll get a little relief in there, get some venting, and get it to be just a tad bit fresher, if that can actually be fresher. So this shouldn't be a real long video, but just wanted to show you a few things. Right now it's the beginning of June, early summer trip before it gets too warm up here in the 70s, so it's nice weather. And come on along for a little bit and see what I'm going to do. I just exposed the vent hole, and as you can see, it would be below, so we're not getting a good draft. We're actually get drafts coming in there and then out the seat, and that's definitely not what you want. Well, I got step one done. I have the exit pipe in, and have some Gorilla Glue around it. Then I'm going to use some caulk to go ahead and seal that up. As you can see, I have a hanger holding that in place, and I build up the bottom a little bit so that's sitting on there. So that should it shouldn't move once it's in place and dried. I got the wheel kit for Big Yellow over here, so I can move this around myself. Sure makes it easier to drag it out of the cabin, bring it up over here. Get it set up in a little bit, and probably have a movie and a couple beers tonight. Pretty nice afternoon. Have a little cigar on the deck, I think, and we'll call it a day. I did a couple more chores around the cabin today. Finished off the vent stack. I'll show you that in a minute. Down here in the clover, and again, this is what we wanted to get tilled, but the guy had the problems, and we put the seed down anyway. It is coming up okay. It's not exactly what we wanted, but it's something, and that's the important thing. Even if it's a little bit, it helps. And I'm sure they're going to be in here eating that. Saw some turkeys in here last couple days, so they're going through here looking for some stuff. A little bit rainy today, but was able to finish that vent stack, get some door frames painted. All in all, pretty good day, even though we did get a pretty good thunderstorm. And here's the vent stack finished up. As you can see, it goes up well above the roof line. And hopefully that'll do something for us. And if you're wondering why it's kind of two-tone, white down the bottom and then dark at the top, that's because we're hoping the sun will come out, will heat that pipe up, and then of course create a draft up through there, pulling the fumes out. Just walked down to the mineral pit. It's cool today. It's only in the low 70s, high 60s, but that humidity is killer at 100%. Sweating already, and I didn't even go back uphill yet. But down here at the pit, got another 20 pounds of Lucky Buck we're going to dump in there, and then a couple other things. So let's go ahead and take a look at the pit, see how it's doing so far. And that reddish tint you can see in the center, that's the trophy mineral still in there. And of course a couple of that apple block that had broken in half. The Lucky Buck around the outskirts seems to be about dissipated, which, I said it does. So let's get that Lucky Buck opened up and spread around back into the pit. It's about first week of June, so this will take us deep into July. With what I'm going to put in here, I'm going to put a couple other products. So we're going to be in good shape for our pit, and then it'll be dissipated by the time the season starts. Put in BioLogic Rock. This is a 5-pound, just solid rock. It's going to be good because it's going to go ahead and stay in here. and BioLogic BioRock. So they're both BioLogic products. This is an apple flavor, and they're deer attractant poppers. And you open it up, and it kind of looks like a solid block. But get these open here. They actually look like hockey pucks. So I'm going to go ahead and spread those around in there. That's another thing that they're going to be good. I put these behind the house to test those out, and took a pretty long time for these to break down. I think it was about 6 weeks or so before they were gone. So they're going to last a long time too. I can see footprints in here, definitely deer prints. So I know they're still visiting. I'm going to sort of put this around the outskirts because that rain does fill in there, and more rain expected this afternoon. So the less they're sitting in water, the better. Let's get this one around the outside. There we go. I got another bucket I'm going to take home. Clean that out. We actually keeping peanuts in it for the birds. Well, here it is, all set to go again. You can see those little poppers spread out. There was 4 of those in there, and we're BioLogic, and so we're set here, definitely. I just saw some bear tracks on the road as I was walking back out of the mineral pit. Let's take a look what we got out here. Yeah, looks like somebody's enjoying some clover. I think there might be 2 of them down there. I thought I saw another one that was a little bit bigger than that one. As you can see, he's not that far away, only about 50 yards. Yeah, medical man arrived last night, brought the bush hog, and gonna go cut some shooting lanes down by his new stand. Yeah, did a little bit of hinge cutting.
That's good.
Hopefully that'll...
Now you just need 2 more pads like that.
Did you say 2?
Well, one that's almost done over here. It's just going to take some sawing down of some bigger trees.
Yeah, right.
And then I got to do some more down there.
A lot of hard hard work. Hopefully it'll pay off. I'm inside, view looking out either the left or right window, depending on how you're sitting. Pretty good out there to about 75 yards or so. Here we are out the back. Still a little thick, but sure, when those leaves drop, I'll be able to see a lot better. And there's a nice ridge right there that those deer run along. Out the other side, you got one branch in the way, but I think we'll have to get the poles off for that. But he's about a good 75 yards. Nice shooting lane through there. That medical man picked up another bucket of Lucky Buck, and we're going to put it near his stand. So we'll have 2 pits on the property, which is okay. And this one's going in a small pit, and there's a log right in the center. And one of the things you can do with Lucky Buck also is dump it right on the log, and it'll sink into the log, and those deer will come in and chew that. That's a nice soft log, so they'll be able to munch on that. And then just around the ground, and we'll be set. Well, it's White Rock 85, sitting on the deck last evening up here for some quick hits, video of some cabin work, enjoying a shock top. Medical man left me this one. It's Belgian white, never really had this one before, so I'm gonna enjoy this. And had a good time, got some things done. Some relaxing also. Next time you see the cabin, most likely it's going to be the 2016 PA deer season. This will be the 30th year for the camp, so going to be a little nostalgic. Probably show some old photos of the changes in the camp as we went along through the 30 years. Changes in ourselves, of course, also. So until then, this is White Rook 85, signing out from Camp Go Time, deep in the woods, Pennsylvania.